Well, we are live again. Looks like we need to check in on Mike and Maxwell. They have been at it again. These guys are out here killing the True Street.
What's up, guys? How's it going? We're back in the shop after a fun-filled weekend. Hope everyone's had a good weekend like we did. This past weekend was the 519 No Prep. It was at St. Thomas Dragway at a front side, actually. We don't particularly like doing front sides, but once in a while we like to be able to go a little faster, try new things, etc. So we headed out to St. Thomas and decided to keep the radials on. We've been running the new Hoosier DOT radials that they have out now for True Street stuff. So we left the truck in True Street trim, headed to St. Thomas, and yeah, decided to run True Street. So here was our first pass. So as you can see from the first pass, the truck is missing a little something on it. So we decided, after spending the weekend doing some scaling here in the shop with the truck, that we had a little too much weight in the back. We've been fighting a lot of wheelies, as I'm sure a lot of you know, so we thought, how can we make the truck a little more user-friendly? So this is what we decided. So we took off the tailgate here. The reason behind that is the tailgate's actually over there on the ground. This tailgate is a unique tailgate, as it has been filled with weight since the conception of this truck. Before ever putting any kind of weight or weight pins like these on anything, we added all the weight into the back of that tailgate. So that tailgate alone, I believe, weighs about 150 pounds. Taking it off now has lightened the rear up about 150 pounds, obviously. I just like the idea of being able to move weight easily, so we can add weight here. We're going to add some other pins for the new tailgate, so we can add more weight for backside stuff, but a lot of frontside stuff, we really don't need the weight here, as you can see this weekend. So let's get back to the action and see round two. All right, so round two wasn't bad. Decent pass. It pulled the tires a little bit. We still are working on wheelie control in this truck. I really don't want to have to be adding weight to the nose, although it seems like that's going to be the next move here. We've tried to lighten the rear. We took all the weight out of it. Still wanting to wheelie a little bit, so I may change the cowl tracks a little bit, or how we lay out the leaf springs. I'm not 100% sure yet, but we ended up moving again to the finals against a good friend of ours, Paulo. Everyone in Ontario always calls him the final boss because he's normally in the finals of every class that he enters. So here was our pass against Paulo. So that pass, we kept it a little more conservative. I did not want to jump or put too much power to lose the radial. We're still learning. This was our third time out on these tires, so we're still getting the hang of it, but we are getting much faster with them. So after winning the real street or true street class, whatever you want to define it as, we decided to make a couple more hits. So on this time, I went back to our trailer and decided to turn everything way up because I wanted to see where the breaking point basically is of these tires. I said, why don't we just swing for one now that we're testing so we know what doesn't work, and then maybe find that in-between area so we can start getting a little bit after this 60 foot. So this was the first pass we made with everything turned up. Well, as you can see, that didn't work. It lit the tires up about 10 feet out. Had to pedal, get back into it. Surprisingly, it ended up re-hooking, which is very rare on a radial. And we just sent it down just to get some kind of data, make sure fueling, everything else was okay. And the Outback tune-up would work, which was fine. So once again, went back to the trailer, looked at what we put in it. Still struggling a little bit with the boost builder the way I have it. The nitrous has definitely helped get us on boost to where we need to be, but now we are fighting the opposite effect a little bit. It starts boost creeping. So I still got to play around with our 2D tables and our 1D tables to get all that stuff kind of dialed in, but we are getting much closer to getting everything working in harmony here, which is nice. So for our final pass of the day, found an in-between spot, turned the boost on the leave down a little bit. I'm trying to see where we can leave on maximum amount of boost, as those rear mounts have a touch of lag to them when you first let go of the button. So I am trying to get the truck up on as much boost as we possibly can so it becomes a more linear transition to peak boost when we want to make it. So this was our final test pass, and actually our new personal best that we've done with this truck, especially on a DOT tire. Well, there you have it. Super power wheelie to about 250 feet. Had to tap the accelerator just to bring the tires back down, and then held it through the big end. Super pumped about that because we finally achieved new personal best for both time and mile an hour. So I'm super happy about that because now I can see that we have the ability to go even faster than what we did now. The tune-up up top was still conservative because I didn't feel like stretching the truck out to its maximum capability, but now knowing what we know, I think there's a lot more still in the box here. So we're going to see next event, I think, is backside. So we're going to be back on slicks. We're going to be taking these radials off for a little bit till we get back to a front side or a true street category. And yeah, we are going to give it a go again on slicks and see, with the knowledge we now have on these radials, if we can find something to get us a little bit faster on the slicks. And I have a couple of ideas on that. So you're going to have to stay tuned to see what happens on the next video. Please like and subscribe. It helps us out. And hopefully you guys enjoy these videos. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you all.
Yeah. Attention all newcomers. This is not a game. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, you feel me? This is life. Let's get it. We put blood, sweat, and tears into this. So look, I push that weight to get that dough, but I don't break cause I've been broke. If ain't no pain, then ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came in to run it and bet if I had to, I'd do it again. It ain't no race if I don't win. Yeah. In spite of the odds, I go get it like I'm a boss. If they step to me, we toss. Look how I done lost. And that's what keep me on my toes. Ain't no regular Joe, ain't no hanging the gloves on what's ahead, still ain't enough. Pushing kilos like it's weighted repetition, maximum reload. Look, I'm sick with it, legit right off the jump. 24/7 every month. When I say something, make the bass bump, but there ain't none and it can't come. Can't get no sleep when the competition doing the same. So I shed blood to show my pain.